And we should hopefully see some nicer views of it from this stage. Not that the drivers will be focusing anywhere near on those, of course. They will be focused very much on getting through this one. It was only run once last year due to the horrendous weather conditions. This stage climbs from the start on an old asphalt road towards a ski centre, and at the top there's a donut before they descend down the other side. We had quite a lot of fog on this stage last year and torrential rain. So 15 kilometres in length, just over, and hopefully perfectly blue skies await our competitors as we head in to Platak. It's been a dramatic morning here in Croatia. On the previous stage, Thierry Neuville clipped a rock with the rear of the car and has retired for the day. He was, of course, the rally leader at that point. It means now Elfyn Evans leads the event as we head into the final stage of the loop, and that lead is 19.1 seconds over Oyt Tanak. Esa-Pekka Lappi is in third. For our reigning world champions, Kalle Rovanperä and Jone Halttunen, what a strong morning they've had. Yes, they've had the best of conditions out on the road because they're running first, but they've had some serious pace and commitment, and they've won all three of the stages so far this morning. Will they round off a complete loop? We will find out. Tell you what though, the weather conditions here so different to what we saw last year. Beautiful blue skies, dry conditions today, and we'll see what the actual stage conditions are like on board with Rovanperä. Last year it was tentative runs, certainly up this section, which was just filled with water running down the hillside. It's a stark contrast to see a completely dry stretch of tarmac. Confident run though, as we mentioned this morning. Rovanperä now finds himself in 7th position overall. He's only 2.6 seconds adrift of Sebastian Ogier after stage 11. And the road looking pretty clean here, isn't it? You can see smaller cuts at the side here, but not the mud we saw in the previous stage.
Vasen tiukka reuna, 3. Vasen helppo pidä 5, kostee kierrä oikein eri, kääntää sumpun jarro, Sani vasen eri 10, kostee kapea oikein nopee, älä. Ja vasen tiukka pidä, jatkaa pitkä älä, lopussa jarro 15, kierrä lyhyt oikein, +3.
Julian, I'm sure we were commentating on this stage together last year when it was full rain. A completely different challenge this time around. Drivers will have something, well, close to resembling some grip out there this year.
Yeah, and that's quite tricky because, as you say, last year they didn't potentially learn anything from this stage because it was thick fog, heavy rain. Didn't do it a second time. So now it's like a new piece of road, even though they do have the notes. You find if you do a stage year in year on that your notes get more refined. Last year at half pace, for sure they wouldn't get kind of that refinement. So it's a little bit of a voyage of discovery, I think, for some of them. I appreciate their first on the road. They have the best or the cleanest of the road conditions. It's been pretty impressive morning from Kalle and Jone to win those 3 stages. They're actually just behind. They're going to give Toyota a little bit of a headache here, as in, like, well, we're in the whole championship. We want to be past our world champions, and what are you going to do about it? I mean, Kalle's obviously hoping that he just does it on speed alone and doesn't have to kind of worry about that kind of stuff. But 2.6 seconds between them. What's interestingly then, it's only then 9.8 to Katsuta and only 3.3 to Lube in 4th. So my math is pretty rubbish, but 9.9, 9.8. about 17 seconds or so, Rovanperä is away from 4th place.
Julian was counting on his fingers there, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Hard compound tyres on the front here for Lube, soft on the rear. Yeah, let's see what Rovanperä can do here, what kind of inroads he can make to the drivers in front. It is all starting to bunch up, and then you get to Lube, and obviously there's that huge gap up then to podium positions.
15.7 if I've worked it out correctly, between 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. 15.7 seconds. Obviously everybody gifted a position with a small mistake heavily punished in the previous stage for Tune Neuville and Martin Vidal.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I mean, obviously it is a mistake because they went off, but it didn't even look like it was out of control. It was just a slide.
No, it was a slide. It's whatever they've clipped at the rear.
Yeah, I can't work out, was it a big rock, was it a culvert, what was it? But it made a very crunchy noise.
It did. It looked like a concrete box.
Yeah.
That's what it looked
And
like.
if that hadn't been there, they would have just spun.
Yeah.
And gone like Solberg did.
Hyvin oikein kierrä 1,5 ympyrää. 1,5 ympyrää.
So here we are now towards the top of the the ski centre that we were talking about.
150.
Can actually see it all this year. I mean, last year the visibility was so low that, of course, the second pass was abandoned.
Hyvin oikein helppo. 8.
And the downhill section was very sketchy for some drivers.
Rovanperä had a puncture, didn't he, in here? Yes, he did. Yeah, he had a puncture in here. Lappy had a spin. This downhill section is so quick as well. Double width road. Tyres maybe past their best sell-by date. Lube sitting in 4th place. You know, I know
and battles raging behind him, as he said.
Yeah, I know Rovanperä is 15.7 away. Lube, God, we want to. You look at it, manufacturers championship-wise. I mean, obviously the demise of Neuville there puts all the pressure onto Espeta Lappi. But Toyota are not scoring great in the manufacturers. M Sport at the minute, 2nd or 4th.
But Lube's got a bit of a job now to keep Katsuta behind us. 3.3 seconds. That's a good battle between them both. And as you said, Ogier and Rovanperä not too far behind as well. We'll keep you up to date as much as we can with the splits that are coming in on this stage. We've got Lube past the opener so far, 4.8 seconds adrift of Rovanperä. That opening split coming in 4.5 kilometres almost. So a little while before Taka reaches it. And even though the cuts are quite small here at the side of the road, you can see from bumper cam how much gravel is around.
So, I mean, we're obviously running road high. Stones look quite big, don't they? They look not like tiny little bits of gravel. Look like good sized gravel. This bit would be nice and clean. Armco barrier. Curb.
Yeah, brand new. It's it's a normal brand new road. They're coming up the hill on a way older tarmac, and this is completely fresh here. Not for the rally, you understand, but
No, we didn't just build it for this, this rally.
That would be ridiculous.
Some organisers have built roads for the rally.
No, true.
Attention, tout droit, centre pour cordon, près 30 mètres, droite 4 mètres pour les 3, et ça sortir. Droite 4 mètres pour les 3, et ça sortir. 60 mètres, jump 4 face relâche, 50 mètres léger humide, gauche centre très court, sur droite 4
Like this bit, well,
Yeah,
here.
this bit has been purpose built.
260 mètres. 260 mètres. Gauche 150 de haut et ferme.
Lube 7.3 down from Rovanperä now next split.
7.3 down. He only has 15.7 on Julian Mass.
Which is a little bit different to ordinary maths.
Sketchy, I have to say, yeah.
I haven't got the calculator out. I'm relying on you while I just watch the pictures here, so if you've got that wrong, then...
It's vague.
Okay. Well... Oh, there's a big smile there from...
I'm not sure what
from Kalle. There's a little bit of a chuckle. What are they chuckling about?
That's a bit more. That got bigger and bigger, that laughing. So what they've had a big skid somewhere, I think.
Hold on.
Oh.
8:23.6. Yeah, okay. Let's see it from him, find out.
Kalle, a bit of a smile at the end there. What was that for?
We had a really long slide on the last downhill, but all okay. Lost some time there, but all fine.
Part of the fun, yeah?
Yeah. When you go close to the barriers, it's always a bit exciting, but not the fastest way to go.
Bit of drifting. He's got 4 rounds in the European Drift Masters Championship. I'd like to be on board on this, but we might see the black marks that he left if he was that big a slide.
As he said, he lost some time. It's an 8:23.6 at the end for him.
You did a Julianism before. You went 8:23.6.
No, it's just...
And then you went quiet.
No, it had taken him 7:25 to get to 13.4. Stage end is at 15.6. And I just miscalculated in my head that it had taken him a little bit longer than it was shorter in terms of time. My math skills were called into question right there. But there was a moment, he said he did lose time, but not as much as I was thinking when I quickly looked at that time overall.
You actually see each passing car leaving a little bit of rubber on the ground in heavy cornering, heavy braking, acceleration. I say tyres basically coming towards the end of the best working life that they've got.
30, stop 2 left, 2 right sharp, don't narrow, 20, and 3 right, 360.
0.7 up on the split. He's 3.3 behind overall. This Katsuta to Lube.
Yeah, could well take a little bit more time out of him.
Right over 50, high 7 left, tight 5.
You know, when Kalle and Johnny were going between the flying finish and the stop, it's when Kalle leans forward in his seat and looks around the seat to Johnny, you know there's been a story to tell.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, look at this time. When you consider that Rovanperä was a good bit quicker, look how much. I mean, it's an 8:34.6. And you said I wonder how many seconds he actually lost.
I don't know.
Probably not
he's
much
taken
from
11.
that slide.
I believe he was only 15.7 behind. What is it now? The gap's tiny.
Yeah, the gaps are narrowing, Julian, which is, I think, it's great for us all to keep an eye. It's exciting to watch. It's only 4.7 seconds.
Most of Toyota hunting you down. They're only a little bit quicker than you on the splits. Are you dealing with the pressure okay?
No, it's not so much. I don't think so much about the rest. It's just, yeah, I was struggling in the fast section with the soft on the rear, and I was not so much confident. So on the second loop, we'll be better on this one.
There we go. He's going to hope to rebuild some of that confidence. Second loop, then, as he said, it will be better, but 4.7 seconds is all it is right now.
Yeah, 4.7. And what we've got to remember is, in Monty, Lube crashed on the first stage on Saturday morning, and he had a super soft on the rear, and it was a fast downhill. So maybe that's just coming back into his memory of not to overheat that tyre, because the grip will disappear quickly.
You can still see bits and pieces of snow. There was quite a bit of snow on the recce at the side of the road, more than that, but the sun has been out for the past few days. It's melted, but on the recce there was quite a bit of snow at the side of the road.
Opens long, stop 6 sharp, big car. Sudden wait, short 1 right. And 8 left, 60, small dump, quick 7 left, opens long.
We've got Ogier into the stage, we've got Lappy into the stage also.
Narrow. Short 4 right, short 6 left car, 100, crest and short 8 right, caution 50, 5 right half, double tight, 4 miles sharp. Tight, 5 left half. Good. Rentre à droite. Bien, un tour complet. Encore, ouais. 230 mètres.
Still, even with obviously that big slide coming at the end for Rovanperä, no one's quicker than Rovanperä on the splits yet. Waiting to see what Lappy can do. And obviously, we've got Tanak and Evans to join the stage. Back with Taka now. That final split point is in for him. Half a second quicker than Lube. He's been chipping away at that time ahead with Pierre-Louis.
9 left sharp, okay, 100, finish, brake, 9 left over crest, half defense, 32 right sharp, very narrow.
And there we go. Taka completes and takes 7/10 of a second out of Pierre-Louis Lube. So the difference between them overall is down to 2.6 seconds.
It was a bit bigger before that, wasn't it?
3.3 going into this stage. He took 3.3 out of him in the previous one. As I said, chipping away. 3 drivers through then. Rovanperä leads stage 8:23.6. Let's cross out to Molly.
Taka, you just gained another 7/10 on Pierre-Louis. How much are you enjoying this battle?
Yeah, it's nice to be cross, but yeah, I don't know why. I'm struggling quite a lot today. Like, guys walking pretty well, but I don't know, something I'm struggling. Like, cannot turn or feels not so great.
Some changes for you at service, you think?
Yeah, I think.
By the sounds of that, that'd be a lot. And it's all about confidence, particularly on tarmac, because it's so precise. On gravel, the car moves around a lot more, and you can kind of get away with not having that optimum setup. But on tarmac, you really want as nice a setup as you possibly can have.
Pour 60 mètres, avant gauche, 133 moins tenir. Pour droite, 120 moins, moins Milon. 120 mètres, gauche, 140 à fond qui ouvre. 120 mètres derrière, un gauchier sur un gros frein, 60 mètres, gauche, 120 bon, tenir. 60 mètres, 120 bon, tenir. Sur un droitier, sur gauche, 130 à fond, bref. 120 mètres derrière, serre gauche, ciel, 30 mètres, droite, 150 à fond, bref. Pour 120 mètres, tension, frein, dans droite, 146, ferme, 136, tenir. Sur un gauchier. Et gros frein 50 mètres, droite 120 plus. 60 mètres charge.
He's brought it back on the splits now, Ogier. He was 2.8 consistently slower than Rovanperä across 2 split points. Now only within 0.2 of a second.
This is just Seb. You know, down here you've got to manage tyres, brakes and everything. As we've said, they've done 3 near enough, completely 4 stages. It's high speed, it's downhill, brakes be getting hot, tyres be getting hot. Who looks after their tyres better than anybody else? Who manages their tyres? This driver. And I wouldn't be surprised if he just popped this in as the quickest time. And it'll be purely because of this downhill section.
And of course Rovanperä had his slide here.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know how much he lost from that. He's just going to do it, yeah.
Yeah, he is faster. 0.7 of a second up on Rovanperä's time. Then it's 8:22.9 for Sébastien Ogier. It's been Rovanperä's morning up until this point in terms of the stage wins. Esa-Pekka Lappi now then, Jarne firm. Time is not looking too bad here. Let's hear from Seb, we'll come back to that.
Seb, you just went quickest by 0.7 of a second. It's an absolutely beautiful area here. What was it like to drive in there?
Yeah, it was a bit, let's say, I was stressed by the first section. It was a lot of cuts and I was trying to be very careful because very high risk of puncture. And after that, yeah, the downhill is quite fast, like circuit style, and more enjoyable because it's just focusing on the driving.
You have a couple of positions within reach. Does that change your approach at all with what happened with Thierry on the previous one?
No, not what happened to Thierry. It changed nothing for us. At the end, like we say yesterday night, the only thing we can do is drive flat out to catch position. At the moment, we accumulate quite a lot of trouble and penalty during this weekend, so difficult to climb, but let's see.
Well, they are climbing. There is no question of that.
They've got Katsuta in there, haven't they?
They've got past Katsuta, yeah, by 1.2 seconds. So he's just behind Lube by 1.4. Cross pattern of hard and soft compound Pirellis on the car for Lappi. He struggled this morning. Just hasn't got the feeling out there. He said zero confidence.
Vasen helppo 8, pitkä vasen täysmiinus 8, vasen 51, lyhyt vasen nopea, älä. Heti lyhyt oikea ja vasen 4, 150. Hyppy 3, lyhyt oikea, helppo 9, oikea, eri aukee, kirraa pitkä kirraa. Ja vasen eri, kirraa 2, pitkä oikea, plus, kirraa.
See, when it's about smooth driving, when it's about neat and tidiness, looking after your tyres, the time gaps are so small.
We've got Oitanak, we've got Elvin Evans into the stage. Tanak actually slower than Lappi here by 1.6 seconds at the midpoint.
7 pitkä vasen K, kirraa lyhyt plus. 100. Pitkä, oikea loiva, kirraa pirun pitkä, eri, kirraa.
That countdown to Ogier's time then. 8:22.9 the time to beat.
Vasen täys 140. Huomio maali, nyt vasen 70.
He's good 5 seconds off the pace at the final split point. Let's see what it is at the end. 7.1 slower, but this is the loop done. He can go back to service. Hopefully have a bit of a reset.
Siinä on 6 miinus sinne. Ja parempi 4, stop lyhyt ja vasat ja lyhyt ja parempi iskeä ja ota 3 miinus. Ja avanen. Pitkä.
That third passes through the stage. I was hoping to see a little bit of a smile.
Yeah, we can smile. I mean, it's not a problem, but for sure we are lacking a lot of pace at the moment. Yeah, that's it.
Changes at service?
Definitely. Something we need to change because something is wrong. I mean, it's far from yesterday. I mean, grip-wise, so I cannot understand.
Yeah, I mean, they had a great day out there yesterday. And it's turned on its head today. His confidence is at 0, so yeah, changes certainly at service, and fingers crossed. I mean, they'll work their magic over at Hyundai, I'm sure, at the midpoint service break to get EP feeling a bit more comfortable in the car. We talked about Oitanak being slower than Esa-Pekka on the splits. You can see that that's obviously the fastest time through right now. But it's even slower than EP, 1.6 down at 7Ks. I mean, was it Seb that mentioned, you know, that the sector on the uphill is so difficult because there's so many cuts?
Yeah.
Are we seeing a little bit of caution coming in from people, and then here they could pick up pace a little?
Yeah, we've got to wait to see what Elvin does, but when it pops up at 5.2 and 7.2, you're like kind of...
Yeah, it's
happened, you know?
surprising in contrast to the other stages today.
Coming back a little bit now, but...
A reminder for you that It is Elfyn Evans who's our new rally leader now. He has 19.1 seconds over Tanak. Tanak has 23.7 over Lappi. And then there's a big drop back at minute 17 to Lube. Yeah, we're already into the red numbers.
Yellow balls. Here's the red balls.
It's a time of 8:31.5. It's 8.6 seconds off the pace right to the front, and it's 1.5 slower than Lappi. So Lappi 22.2 seconds behind Tanak now. But there are such big gaps further behind. I mean, we've got over a minute behind Lappi. He didn't need to
really
absolutely take the risk, but
he's down on.
Let's hear from him.
Oh, you're pretty close to Elfyn on the splits. How would you describe this one?
It's a racing one, but unfortunately we lost a tire on the first one, so we didn't have a good option for this one. But okay, still okay look.
How are you feeling about the loop and now being in second position?
Yeah, we've done all we can, so yeah. Today it's been feeling a bit different, and in some stages it's...
Apologies for that breakup then. It's been feeling a bit something.
But that'll explain maybe where some of the time loss comes. Lost a tyre, I mean, he's kept that quiet because I hadn't heard that before.
No.
So maybe just a loss of pressure, and then comes in with not the optimum tyre choice for this stage. He was carrying in his package too hard for soft.
Opens long, tightens 4, caution.
Elfyn Evans is faster than Tanak by 1.5 seconds at 7.5 Ks.
Yeah, so he's running one hard, 3 softs as Tanak in that stage, so he'd have wanted the 2 hards on this. He's lost the hard tyre somewhere.
And 4 right minus, 3 left long, dawn, 120, left of a crest and open, 3 right okay, 80. Open 4 right long, air tightens 4 long, deep, latish open 4 left hug, sudden latish 5 right plus maybe peak, right of a 40 push, late 5 left dawn, opens very long, 100, flat left long,
3.2 seconds faster than Tanak now, final split.
Flat right, 80 caution surface now, flat right of a crest out, 70 down, latish 4 right long dawn, air tightens dawn, into 3 left plus, very long.
Yeah, he's just like heavy on the brakes there.
Long of a crest, 40. 3 left plus, long of a crest, 60.
So he has the cross pattern of hard and soft compound tyres.
Which is what Oit would have wanted. That's still not optimal. You know, the optimal, I would say, is hards all round now because the temperature really has risen. But they couldn't take that gamble this morning.
200 kick, flat left dawn, 120 kick, caution brakes. 3 left minus long dawn from a crest, tightens 30 down, slow shiny 5 right sharp, narrow.
It's 5.1 off the pace of the front, but then he's not battling Ogier right now, he's battling Tanak. And he is quicker than Oit in there to extend his advantage to 22.6 seconds.
It's good, it's a good one.
22 between Elfyn and Oit. 22 between Oit and Esa-Pekka.
Elfyn quicker than Oit in there, by 3.5 seconds. The gap now 22 point something, but it's a great gap, and breathing a bit of a sigh of relief at the end here.
Yeah. The surface there at the end we knew was low on grip, but I skimmed the barrier like with a rear bumper twice. There wasn't a lot of room left there, so quite okay.
Lucky then.
I would say it was measured.
Measured.
Love it. Love it.
There we go. Well, as he said, not a huge amount of grip towards the end, and I think Rovanperä could put his hand up to that one as well with a huge drift.
You're talking about 22. So Elfyn to Oit, 22.6. Oit to Esa-Pekka, 22. Esa-Pekka to Pierre-Louis, 1:22. Measured. Love it. Skimmed the arm a couple of times.
We join WRC2 now and our leader there, Johan Rossel. He now has a 27-second advantage over Greizen. The battle still wild behind for that second position, with Nicolas Siemann 4.4 seconds adrift of Greizen. Nicolas was the fastest through on the previous stage. The stage which of course was new for everyone, so a level playing field. He felt that he could take the fastest time there, make a difference, and he did.
It is, as I say, it's just trying to keep them all where they want to be and everything, but Siemann trying to get into, as you say, into second place. But how far can Lindholm make his way up? The gap's got a bit bigger now than what it was earlier on in the day.
I mean, Lindholm's done well to haul up to fourth, but you know, it's a 53 gap to podium right now, and Nicolas Siemann's performance has been fantastic so far here this weekend. But you know, you still can't tell. It's a long way to go on this event. Let's take a look, see if we can see some of the split points coming in then for our WRC2 drivers. Only one so far, and that's Greizen to Rossel at the first split. Greizen just a second slower. We've got Oliver Solberg into the stage also. High-speed spin for Oliver in the previous stage, losing his rear spoiler and back window.
We've got 4.7 seconds max between Lube in fourth and Rovanperä in seventh. Lube, Ogier, Takamoto Katsuta, Kalle Rovanperä split between 4.7 seconds. They came in 15.7 apart. Rovanperä really kind of concertinaing that up. Really close. Very good afternoon.
I think we are. So he's missing a fair bit on the rear of this car.
Yeah, I saw the window's missing, bit crunched, the bumper's half off. Yeah. I'm surprised he wasn't missing more. Having had that such a moment.
Wonder how he's feeling that though, with the loss of a couple of bits.
I think the spoiler was still on.
No, it had gone.
The spoiler had gone as well.
I think so, yeah.
I was watching it on a tiny screen. I didn't have a proper look. Oh, bit of a bang there on that cut.
Yeah, the spoiler had gone.
Okay.
It's pretty close in here, just looking at Greizen now, just a tenth of a second behind Rossel. At the midpoint, Siemann is just 9/10 behind Rossel, a tenth quicker than Greizen. They're all really evenly matched, our top three.
50 mètres, 40 plus Peter Brem, 30 mètres, droite, 160 en 2 fois élan. 160 en 2 fois élan, 100 mètres derrière. Gauche à fond facile là-bas, à fond facile. Et 80 mètres derrière. Au panneau, léger gaucher arrivé en train, 60 mètres, 60 de moins, dans gauche 150. Stop.
And he does stop. 8:50.8 is the time for our rally leader in WRC2. It's led from the start yesterday. It's been a brilliant performance from Johan Rossel. Molly Pettit is at the stage end interviewing for us. Let's cross out to her.
And it's all very close between you guys in here. Some of the P1 drivers even surprised about the surface in here. What was it like for you?
I think the feel is not bad. I try to do my best, but when you have 30 seconds beyond the other guys, it's quite not good. But yes, honestly, for the moment, all okay. I am not happy to my car with soft. It's not easy, maybe it's my driving, I don't know, but with hard it's better.
Yeah, it's what we were just saying, and Tanak said it, and a couple of people saying the car's starting to move around a bit.
Sami Pajari then, and Eni Malkinen. We didn't see so much of this section earlier on in the lead up right to the top, but you can see now from Oliver's car how dirty those cuts are. Ogier referenced it, didn't he, on the uphill section, because at the start there wasn't too many messy cuts.
And we've seen at the end there's virtually nothing, maybe just the last kilometre or so.
The more you wind your way up the hill, the worse they get.
I wonder how much snow is up here, like a month or 2 months ago.
Well, it's a ski centre, so I would assume quite a lot.
That's good. Maybe we should come here a month or two earlier.
Okay. With some snow tyres, right? 8:53.4 is the time for Nikolai Gryazin, who's completed.
Sorry, what was that time?
8:53.4.
Yeah. When you get onto a road like this, you just think, yes, nice open road, let it flow, and then you come into a tight corner, or the tyres are getting warm, and you get a bit of understeer. You kind of like, oh, no, please grip, please grip.
Oikein nopea pitkä kirraa paljon. 2 Vatin koolliset leikkaa. Oikein kääntää. 2 Kartavasti nopeelliset. Oikein koolliset papeikuus.
Niklas Seaman looks as if he may well set a quick time here. He's 1.8 seconds up on Rossell final split point. But crucially for him, he's 3.7 seconds quicker than Gryazin. Could we see a change around in terms of position?
Yeah, Rossell will be hoping, because he would want Gryazin to be further down. We don't know how many rounds Niklas Seaman's going to do.
Yep, he has gone into second position. Niklas Seaman heads into second position by just 0.4 of a second over Gryazin. It's the fastest time through so far in WRC2 for him. 8:48.6. Let's see if we can grab a few words with him. Tell him the good news.
Nicola, you just impressed again with another great stage. You moved into second position, the gap 0.4 of a second. Well done.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised because honestly it was not a good stage. I was waiting for this one because I knew it was the one I don't like. So yeah, for the moment it's good, but we could have done much better. So yeah, nice to be back in second position. Yeah, keep going, and happy to be at the end of the morning already.
Yeah, Gryazin, though, only 0.4 behind. It's a great battle to watch between them. And I'm sure Gryazin will respond this afternoon.
I just love the aggression of the downshifting and then the upshifting on tarmac, because you can really hear it, because there's no or very little external noise. On gravel you've got all the stones banging around and you don't really hear the gear change noise as much.
Solberg 4.4 seconds slower than Nicola at the final split.
54.5.
That's 1.1 seconds behind Greisen's time. We'll have a quick chat with him. I'm sure the team are preparing to fix the car when it comes back. It's quite a bit of damage, as you can see, to the rear.
Talksport will be quite pleased with that kind of picture. They can see what they've got to get ready.
Breezy.
Breezy.
Well, it's going to be a busy lunchtime service for the team. What was it like to drive with a car like this?
It was okay. It drove fine, no problem. I had to cross with the soft tires, so it was moving a lot on the fast downhill part. But just change the boot lid and the wing, and it's done. Yeah.
One thing I've noticed about watching Sammy's onboard is how much his head moves.
There's like so many different driving styles, isn't there? Neuville is rigid.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of them stay and they do not move at all. Sammy's head's constantly. Oh. Look at what's going on here.
We're going slowly. Oh, we're looking down. I think we're back up to speed. I don't know what happened there. We basically just, it's theory, lost power and then it came back. Tell you what he does do that a lot of drivers don't do.
Blink.
Blink. Strange situation there for Sammy and Eni.
Yeah, it just seemed as if they were...
They just lost power and then they looked down, did something, back up. A bit like Formo yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, very similar.
Yeah, you're talking about just before, like, talking about how much he moves his head around, also lifting up, like stretching his neck up to try and see a little bit further in the corners. But Ogier moves around a lot in the car, so there's Loeb, so there's Elvin. Then you've got Neuville, who just doesn't move. He's just solid, kind of. Tane doesn't really move.
Nope.
Just different driving styles, isn't it? In different driving styles, which is in the car and then outside of the car.
You're also the body position.
The bodying, yeah,
how
the body
they're
language.
handling themselves in the seats.
What did he lose there?
We watch them so much that you're kind of, you're fascinated by it. Anyway, yeah, let's...
Tell you what I'd love to do is get some of these youngsters to kind of watch themselves like that and just talk us through what they're doing and what, you know what I mean? It'd be quite a fascinating insight of how much they kind of like differ from other people.
We're not far away from the end of the stage, as you can see from the graphic.
They'll be quite relieved for that.
So how much time are we going to lose here?
Yeah. Eight, 9 seconds.
So 13.2 slower than Nicolas Seeman, and an odd kind of...
Yeah.
What we thought maybe could have been a loss of power. He'll explain it to Molly, I'm sure. But Sami Pajari through the 9:01.8.
I mean, that's just over 13 seconds lost, but you did have an issue in there. What was that?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure. Maybe some, let's say, sensor issue because it's not like constant. So.
Was it a loss of power?
Okay, I don't really know because it was this downhill section. So, But yeah, I think we need to go to check.
A few words in finish.
Well, luckily they are heading on their way back to service, so...
Yeah, he was massively helped. It was on a downhill section, so the momentum kept going. Imagine if that had been on an uphill section, he might have even come to a stop.
Lindholm's in 4th position overall in WRC2, but a distance from the podium. It's 53.1 seconds. It's a lot of time, given that the 3 in front are absolutely on it as well, and very evenly matched. Hard to make inroads into their time. 3 seconds off the pace at the front then. Now 55.7 seconds behind Croacia overall.
Emil, that's 3rd quickest, just 3 seconds down. Pretty happy with that?
Yeah, pretty happy. I mean, I know that we could have found a few seconds there. But okay, good stage anyhow. And feeding again is quite nice, so looking forward to the afternoon.
Where can you find a few things?
I think we can find a few seconds, especially in the first narrow part, for sure. But we'll save that for the afternoon.
Well, we're looking forward to already seeing Emil Lindholm pushing a little bit more than in the afternoon. He feels he can find a few seconds here and there. Adrian Formeau now and Alex Correa, but one thing we were noting was the split from Greensmith. Seems to be in a bit of a drop between the first and the second split points. He's
also
lost some time.
From the second to the third.
How perplexing.
Do I have that word on my chart for anything? Perplexing?
I don't know.
I don't know what tyre combinations the WRC2 drivers have. I know what the Rally 1 drivers have, but not the WRC2 drivers.
Just have to wait to discover then, but yeah, Formeau, in comparison to Seema, is 12.2 seconds slower final split. Greensmith's already 14 down at the midpoint. Oh, this sound. We'll hear from Formeau, we'll come back to Greensmith, but...
sounds like a wheel, doesn't it?
Yeah,
There's no tyre on a wheel.
Adrian, quite a significant time loss, over 13 seconds. Anything happening there?
No, we just need a really secret car on this one, and so honestly we made a mistake because we went a bit softer for the stage before. It was really shitty, and this one we should have closed everything. So yeah, and also we made a bad tire choice for that one. So yeah, it's okay. Honestly, I didn't take risk. It was the first time for me in that one, so it's okay.
As he said, he needed a more circuit-style type car. And listen in here.
Looking at the way that he takes right-handers pretty well, he really slows down. The left-handers tends to tell him front-right issues.
We'll have a look at the car as it pulls into the stop control.
Yeah, Gus Greensmith, I think, this front-right issue. It's a really funny noise.
Yeah. Now, I haven't got it past the second split point, which should be getting a time coming through very shortly for that.
Yeah, it's so much more careful on left-hand corners. left and right hand corners.
Left tightening line 5. The low right tax 4 minus. And the left tax 4 minus over 60.
Over a minute down. Ah, such a shame for Gus, and this has come in just before the midpoint.
And 3 6 left. It's a maybe short 5 right slow. 80. Sharp 6 right minus. 70. Surface right reference. 50 right tightening, please. Right slow.
Not too far to go now, but
Far enough.
yeah, too far in your mind.
Over 120. 50. 85 left minus. 70.
He's got to be so careful. And he's trying to control the car going downhill after braking. Potential damage to one of the tyres. We don't know yet. We're just going from time loss and the noise we can hear.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just suspecting and surmising it's front right, just with the way that he's turning into corners. So it might not even be that, but...
There we go, through the red boards. Let's see what we can see from the stop control.
Yeah, saw it, yeah. Nothing left?
Absolutely nothing left.
Gus, this just really isn't your rally, is it? Tell us what happened.
Nothing. I didn't touch anything in the cuts, so yeah.
When did it happen? How far in?
If I could tell you, I would, but I can't. So yeah, just same old Pirelli.
10:19.5 is that time for him. Disappointment for Gus Greensmith. For Sebastian Ogier, it's a stage win here. 7/10 of a second faster than teammate at Toyota Kalle Rovanperä, and 5.1 up on Elvin Evans. Then it was Lappi and Tanak to the top 5 through the stage. If we take a look at the overall classifications now then, after 12 stages, Elvin Evans' lead is 22.6 seconds over Ott Tanak. Esa-Pekka Lappi is in third, he's 22.2 behind Tanak. Then we've got a drop back of over a minute to Pierre-Louis Loubet. It's a minute 22.1. There's a lot of 22s going on in there. Sebastian Ogier is now in 5th position. Katsuta is 6th, then Rovanperä 7th. Russell continues to lead the WRC2 classification, with Nicolas Seemann moving up to 2nd. Nikolai Gryzin in 3rd position overall. So, that's the morning loop, the afternoon loop after the midpoint service, Pete. Make sure you stick with us.